Welcome to Trading Lounge and the Asian report for the 5th of March, and markets around the world are pretty much doing the same thing at the moment in that we're building up off these current lows here in most markets. So we're looking for an A wave, a B wave and a C wave. The 50-60% retracement level is back up in this area here for this. Will it get that far? I don't know. Normally there'll be some equality between wave A and wave C. So I think the starting point for this is getting the length of wave A here and just moving it over to wave B here, which really just leaves us at the 6,500 area here, which is not much. So we need to be a little bit careful. If you're trading to the upside here, then you want to be taking profit at this particular level here, and then we can just watch it. We can just you'll definitely see a reaction and sell-offs and so on, and then you'll probably see the push up and the normal basic pattern that we'll see here, and then you can look to move back in over here and put the stop under here as such. And we may see how we go to the upside here, because we've got Thursday today, which can be bearish, but that will leave Friday and Monday bullish in a bullish weekly cycle, but we don't know if we're in that because of this move down through here. But we may just see Friday and Monday a bit bullish, so we may end up moving up higher here. So a small position in here is worthy at this point in time, and we'll probably see banks push up off their lows as well. So just cutting into the hourly chart here. The other little point here too, in terms of setups here, you can see that in terms of price, we've got the medium level here, which is the resistance. And then below that, we've got group 1. Group 1 is made up of 1, 2 and 3, and we're sitting on top of group 1 at the moment as a nice support, and it has been tested in its own little way here. So we should be pushing up into this little area here. So that will be today's game plan in that way. That's on the 1 hour. In terms of counting this up through here, let's go to the 15-minute chart. I'm thinking that we can have wave 1 here. It's not very good, but 1 and 2 here, and then 3 and 4 and 5 here, and ABC for 2, because we've got that deep pullback here. And then I can see we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 to here, and an ABC pattern to here. So we're getting impulse waves to the upside and corrective waves back here, but it's just a little bit difficult to count. If I go into the tick chart here and look at this, it will become a little bit more obvious here. You can see the nice 3 waves here. I don't know if this is the right count, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here, and ABC to here. Let's move that across a little bit. So I'm a little bit unsure about this. I haven't pondered it enough, but this is definitely a little third wave that's not finished at this space at this time. And 64 is the number that we're seeing the dance across here. So there'll be a bit more to that. That can move up here higher and then have another correction across here and then move higher from here. But we're certainly not finished at this particular point with all of this. So it's okay to be long at that point. I'm also going to move over now and have a look at China. So just on the 4-hour chart, what we'd noted before was that we had an ABC correction here, and I'll just go to the hourly. But what I want to point out here is the 1400 here will be a nice resistance area. The top of it's the 61.8%, and we've got this old trend line through here, and plus we've got the 1400. At 14,000 and so on, but we should still be pushing up higher from here, because the thing is that we looked at this being the A wave, and this is obviously overlapping wave structures here, so we knew that the market had further, it was just a correctional pattern, but also a continuation pattern here as well with overlapping wave structures. So the main point here, if this is the ABC pattern here, that means we should be making new highs above this one here. So I still think there's a fair way to go with all of this, and as we were counting before, we had wave 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I was looking at this as 5 and perhaps pulling back into this area, but our alternative count was having this as wave 1 here, an A and a B and a C for wave 2. So that's in play now, and we'll continue to move up higher through here. The reason for showing this, we don't trade it that much, but it helps us with Hong Kong. So with the Hang Seng here, it's been a bit sluggish off the low here, but it should catch up a little bit now. I mean, if this is the A wave here and the B wave here, then we should get up to close to 27,000 here for this. So you can also look to go long here, and also look to add over here on support as well. So the support is a classic trading levels pattern that needs to sit on that level there. So that's going to look like this. So if that's the level here, we have the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level, the ABC correction here, and then finding support. So in terms of trading, we normally get in here, get out here when we reach the level, and then we move back in over here on this one here. So you can also look at this as wave 3 here, wave 4, wave 5, and ABC pull back, and then wave 1 and 2. It just helps to look at things in different ways, and this is a very simple way if you can't find the count, and basically eyeballing it, because at this point here, this is where the resistance is going to be, and it is going to do some type of dance, either that pattern or the variation on that pattern, which is this one here, where it doesn't drop below here. It just sort of walks upstairs in a sense and finds support here, but our entry levels is this one here and then this one here. So either one of those will occur at this at this level here. It'll give you another opportunity to get back in at that point and get a little bit higher. So anyway, just something to do while, I mean, it's not a trend or anything, but it's just covering costs. Right, India. So India is the same as well. We can look at this. Well, we've been through all this low here, haven't we? We were looking at the low here, and then we looked at wave 4, that came in at 38.2. Then we had the move down here, which we're looking for wave 5 of 3, and then we were looking for wave 4 here, which is the 38.2% retracement level. It's already been here, but the rest of the world is doing an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave up here. So you can do a bit of a switch setup there. You could get a bit lower than that on top of the next low here to move into that space there, and we'll probably move up into, the target is the 11,500 here for that. So we want to be taking profit anywhere above near these old highs to this point here, but we're looking for 5 waves up here. That's the thing. I don't know, just putting it on the hourly chart here. So wave B here, wave C. So yeah, we should just pop up quite quickly from here. So we can put that, if we've got one over here, yes we have. So we've got a nice A, B, and C here for the B wave, and then this would be wave 1 to the upside here. So you can go on top of here, you can go on any of these tops here. What's this level here? That's that's 11,000. Well, nice support on that too would be okay. So if you're on the 200, don't need the 250 there. So 1, 2, and 3 make up group 1, and if we get support on top of number 3 here, then we'll be pushing up to number 5. This kind of behavior here is not support. It had the first high above the level, the retest failed, but it's having its ABC. So you can do the same thing here. So it's just finding support on the 200 there. So I'll bring that down a little bit further. So that can come on there if you're finding support. So before I think we had it up here, so we can bring it way down here. So just look for support on there and wait for support. Don't go in here because it's at resistance at the moment, isn't it? That's basically a short trade setup under here. So if that low broke, then you'd be on the short side here because it's retesting the 200, and if it fails, then you want to be short below this one here. Not that it may go far, because we know that we've got this A, B, C here, so it would only pull back down one more pull down here to the 61.8% and then move up from that point. So that may even give you a better opportunity there, but having support on the 200 is the right thing, the sensible, the practical thing to do. All right, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.